Well, hello. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and if you're here for another installment of a show and tell, a little haul video, then you're in the right place. I'm glad you're here. And I'm going to get right at it because I have a lot of things I need to get ready before I go out of town again. And as I promised, this is going to be a kind of, I was going to say charcuterie. Haberdashery type of items today. I've got lots of linens, lots of ribbons and things like that, and a few miscellaneous things. One is this little pile. I got a whole bunch of vintage stickers, and I'm gifting and or selling most of them, but I did keep a few. I had these very ones. Some of these you guys probably had. I think that this person was a teacher or someone in her family was a teacher. So, actually, these were from a garage sale. This particular little one. I stopped at a random garage sale. So that's what those are from. And then I picked up this little receipt book. I don't know. This might have been at the garage sale, too. It's just, looks kind of old. I don't think it really is, but... And it has the carbon copies in it. I just thought it was kind of cute. So, put those over here. And I got to remember, I have something to show you right in front of me, and I don't want to forget. I did pick up a few patterns that I'm intending to use for some specific journals. And I got more, and those all, I sold all of those at my live sales. But if you like things like this and like things that you see that I have, I usually show things that I keep for my crafting, but I do always do a preview of the things I bring to the live sales because I kind of like to keep some of it as a surprise. I did find, while I was going through my things, a butternut coffee can that I had bought some time ago when Dave and I went to the citywide yard sales in Adel, Iowa, and I had bought this little tin full of stuff, and in there, and I had misplaced it, and I just found it. I somehow brought it to the lake. I don't know how it ended up there, but I had got a whole bunch of these full stamp books. Those are Gold Bond. I think these are all Gold Bond. Yeah, this one opens differently. I don't know what that is. These are gift house stamps. Oh man, that can play some tricks on your eyeballs. And these are green gift house stamps, and these are S&H. Are these full? Yep, these are the green S&H ones. I've sold a bunch of these on my live sales, and I'm probably going to sell some of these. I'm certainly not going to keep them all because I have a ton of these. And then also in there was, let's see what this is. Oh, I think I did look at this. This is something, it says it was paid. It's ripped in half. But all you see are words like benevolent, 3 of our, a son and daughter, hospital, where we, Mr. Wiggins, to mourn his sympathy to the, and then it says paid. Well, I don't know what that's all about. Maybe a funeral bill or a funeral home bill. I don't know. And then this was also in there, and it's just full of, I think some of the stamps, and yeah, it's just a menagerie of things. So maybe we'll have a play with some of these. Maybe I'll take these back up to the lake again, and we'll just play with these and make some stuff. That would kind of be fun. Let's do that. This rando, oh, look at those. Gooch's Best, red circle stamps. There's some orange ones. I mean, I think most of them are all, what are these? Those are the orange ones. Yeah, so most of them are just loose stamps. And a little piece of fabric. And a Chiquita banana sticker. So I'll put those in with my travel stuff. We'll play with those. If I have time. That's my nighttime thing. And sometimes I don't do very well at doing videos at night. Let's see. We'll just put this in there too, because we can do something with that. Okay. Now, so I ended up going to Hobby Lobby after I had acquired these. And because I've got a plan for them. I love these trucker hats. I love the ones that have the stitching around, especially the thick stitching. This one's not quite as thick, but these were new. This one still has the little protector in it. This is for Enterprise rental car. And this is for Bear, which I'm assuming is Bear. I don't know. Maybe it's not Bear aspirin. I don't. Anywho, it doesn't really matter. So I want to alter these, and I wear a lot of hats, and I want to alter these into something else and cover up this. But I really liked how this was gray and the white and the green. So I went looking for maybe some patches, but then I was thinking maybe I want to do vintage, and that's why I ended up at Hoblob the other day. So I'm going to keep these in my craft room, and I'll figure out a way to use those in the future. When I was at the lake last time, I found a few things in Mo's stash, and I wanted to try them. This was the one that sparked me to kind of look at the rest of them. It's called a mini flower loom. Now, the loom is not in there. I looked through all of her stuff trying to find it, but this is what the loom would look like. And then it's got the directions on how you make this. And then you make these flowers, right? So I'm thinking, well, I could probably replicate that. So all it is 10 holes and a circle and holes in it. Oh, maybe this, oh, maybe the loom is raised. I bet it's, I can make that. I don't know. It looked like fun. And I thought, well, I might have to try that. Now that I know what it should look like, I'm going to go look through her stuff again when I go back up there and see if I can find it. I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. This is Rosie and Zach. These were two of the goats from Country Threads. And I just thought this was cute. So I thought I might send this to somebody. This says strawberry and a yo-yo. So I was like, we're going to make some of those. So these are going to be some projects hopefully we will make together. This is the bow tie quilt block. And I thought, well, we can just use that. Maybe, I mean, it won't be any quilting kind of revelation here, but maybe we can make one with paper. So I picked that one up from her little stash. This is, what's this? Oh, it says flying geese. This is the shape, but I thought this looked cute, like a little envelope. So I just picked these up so I could experiment and try them. And this is where you take, I think you take 4 squares and then you fold these in and press them. I was like, they're called flat biscuits. And I think I know how to do this, sort of. So I got those so that we could experiment and try those. And that's what we're going to do. So more haberdashery is coming up. But before I get to it, let me show you the things that are not. Just a few little things. And some hardware, some tools. Okay. I've picked these up before that didn't look like the key, but they're so that you can learn like your math skills. They're called learning wrap-ups. And I'm going to attempt to see if I can pull these apart. Maybe with the help of my child. I can ask Landon to see if he can help me. But it'd be nice to be able to take these off and put them on a journal. I just think they'd be cute as dangles or a bookmark or something like that. So that is a job for the sweet child of mine. I also picked these up. I know this seems kind of funny, but I have a bunch of baby journals that I want to do. And they're called belly stickers. So you're supposed to take a sticker and say how far along you are. But I thought they would be cool to stick in on a, have 36 pages and each one of them is a place to journal. And hopefully they're all in there. 8 weeks, I don't know. I can't get the dang thing open. Well, I'm not going to open it, but that's what I got those for. And then I picked up this mini book kit. I actually picked up 2 similar things. I feel like I've had this I feel like I've had it before. At least the file folders. But there are some 3-dimensional stickers, and more stickers. Looks like the only thing that might not be in there are possibly these little tags. I don't know. Let's see. So this is what the book looks like. It's just a tabbed book. And I was like, well, that would make a cute mini journal. Ta-da. Oh, yeah. There we go. And then it comes with these. Some regular paper. So it looks like the only thing that might not be there is the tabs. But that is what came in there. And I thought that was pretty stinking cute. So we're going to play with that. And put that on my projects for us to do together. Right there for now. And inside of here is a whole bundle of fun. I stuck things in there so I didn't have as many things to carry. I just bought, I was talking about candy journals, and this was just randomly thrown in there. It's a Candyland. I think it was for like maybe the Girl Scouts or something. But what did I do with those other ones? They're probably... Anywhoosies. I mentioned in my last video, I made 2 stops at the thrift store within a week, which is not normal. And while I was there, I had picked up a bunch of these. Well, when I went back, there were some, like 3 of them that were just random that must have escaped me. And I thought, well, maybe those are, I don't think I have the whole alphabet here, but have some different sizes of these, and I've sold a bunch of them on well, these aren't the same things. I don't know. Those are just blank, I guess. On my live sales, and I love to do bundles of them, and so I decided I needed to have those. So I got all of those. I got it was a math game, and these were the little cards, which I thought were pretty cool. A little bit different. They were all perforated, so those will go in the bin with my, not the bin, in the cabinet, my mail cabinet with all of the rest of them. And then this one I bought, more of these dang things. Oh my goodness. And then these are just all baby animals. So I need to take these all out and rubber band them up and put them by, like, you know, farm animals or woodland animals. And then I thought these were cute. I think I can use my little drill and use these for dangles. I'm going to put those. Where am I going to put those? I'm going to put those right here for right now so I don't forget to do that. So after this, I'll put those in order and put those away. I then picked up a few tools. I haven't looked this up. It says it will do 60 sheets at once. And the reason I bought it, it's from Staples, and it's really heavy duty. But the reason I bought it is because this one, you can, you know, undo it so you can staple anywhere. So I thought that was I should probably make sure it works, right? Let's make sure it does. Because I didn't test it in the store. I should have. Ooh, that makes you're a serious girl. So I'm excited about that. That's a great, great addition. I also found another Dymo labeler. And I was questioning whether it worked. It needs to be, oops. It needs to be used probably a little bit more. And let's see if the cutter works. Oh, yep, it does. There we go. Well, we got half of my name. I guess I must have missed the A. But it works pretty nice. So that will, I don't have one this shape. I have a shorter one. Look, and I need to use some alcohol on it to get that off of there. And then I also found this. This I have not shown you. This was a different trip, but it is such a great stapler. It was new in the package. It's called the Paper Pro, and it says makes paper punching easy. And I don't know what is so appealing, but it's just so easy in your hand. I was like, this is fabulous. So that goes with all my little supplies. That's all of the supplies that I got. And now on to the haberdashery. Where should I start? Well, let's start with some basics. These were in all together. This is elastic, so I'll put that with my binding stuff. But then these were all together. So this is not old. It's kind of a turquoise pom-pom trim. There was some daisy lavender ribbon. Some, I can't remember. Why can I never remember what this stuff is called? There's a name for this type of ribbon that has little things on it. And then this one was kind of cool. I thought that would be cute on the side of a piece of paper, or a piece of paper. Yeah, basically on the side of a piece of paper. So those I thought were really fun. And bonus, I mean, I just really wanted the pom-pom and that lavender one. And then I saw later that little loop-de-loo one. That was fantastic. I did get this, which I think it's a bag, but I think it would make an awesome journal. And it's pretty big, but look at that. Celebrating 25 years of America's basmati rice. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I think it would be kind of fun to carry it too. Like to the farmer's market. But it could make a really cool journal. And it's got the handles on it. Like I could do 2 journals. Because look at the back. So the verdict's out whether I'm going to keep it or not. But I do like it. It's pretty cute. I think I paid like $1.29 for it. It was really cheap. Okay, now, yes, if you're squeamish, look away. But the clown has been taken apart. So, this was a yo-yo clown. Now, these, a lot of times you can find these, and they will have some, hello. Feed sack. These do not. Well, not that I know of. I'll tell you if I see one, but I threw the clown part away, and then I cut his arms and legs off. And I washed it first, and then I cut him apart. So see, that must have been a hand or a foot. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's one of it. One end or the other, but these are not. I mean, they're old. They're definitely old, but not that old. So I will take these all apart and use them and make some fun things. Probably sell some as well. And then I also found, this was in with a bunch of sewing notions and such. No, this was not. These are baby gold safety pins. And then these are all crosses. And these were in with these 2 charm packs. And it says there, it was to make prayer quilt pockets. And so these are all the colors. I really like these. And these things can be really expensive. And this is by Maywood Studio. And this is a Moda fabric, Cultivate Kindness. And it's just got kind of the country colors, the reds, the trucks, the turquoise, some daisies, and so on and so forth. But I loved this one. So, yeah, these were all together, which I thought was pretty fabulous. Now, let me show you the fabric that I got from the sale. That's about to go down. We need it. There we go. It wasn't a lot. I picked up this boat fabric. I was in the patriotic mood, so that I had to get this one. I got this navy blue, kind of royal navy, which I liked. So I'll be sharing some of this. I'm not going to, there's a lot of it here. And then I picked up this one. And that was all the fabric that I bought, were those three. People were wild and crazy in there. And it was so funny. I just wasn't, I was like, if I find something, I find something. But the one lady, she was a young girl. And what did she tell me she made? Oh my goodness. I apologize to her. Don't even know her name, but she was very friendly. And she was saying, she was just taking everything, you know, and I was like, go for it, girl. It's fine with me. But she kept saying to the other people, if you want something out of here, just take it. I don't mean to be a hog, but I won't have to shop for it. And she does, she makes something and she sells them, I think. So I met a couple friends, and then I did have two more, you'll see in that video, I did have two more packages of things that I did want. I thought I wanted. And then by the time I got through the store, I was like, I don't want these. I mean, what do I need these for, right? Other than to resell them, which I have plenty that I already need to bring to you guys. So I ran into a lady. She was looking in the fabric, and I just stopped and I said, is there any chance that you'd like these two? And she's like, oh, yes. Because by the time I got done, they had pretty much wiped out all. I mean, and there were tote after tote after tote. I think, you know, like those 6-foot tables, there were the great big clear totes on either side, full, like all the, probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or more tables. I don't remember. But one of the things I did pick up after it calmed down and I just went back to see what was there, this was all in a package, and I was like, that looks like something. And it was something. So this is just a cloth zippered bag, which I thought was super cute. I mean, I don't love the look of it, but the fabric, but this I think would be cute for scraps. And it almost looks like it's like a tie. Like it's just folded and folded. If it wasn't so, I do like these colors. If it wasn't so pretty, I'd take it apart and figure out, I mean, I think maybe I can figure out how to do this. But I don't want to take it apart. But anyway, I thought that was cute for a little, stick it on your, or, you know, stick in your travel bag and use it for scraps. I thought that was brilliant. And then this last one has a handle on it. And I don't know what this exactly was supposed to be used for. Oh, let's see. Well, that's just an extra piece of fabric. But there's little pockets all over in it. So it goes here, and you would carry it like that. I don't know. I guess just for all your stuff. It had a little bit of stain. I need to wash that one. I haven't washed these yet. I'm kind of afraid to wash this one, but we'll see. And then I did pick up this. I thought was just, it was in with this, and I think these ribbons, these lavender ribbons. And I thought, oh, it's just a bunch of little, I think this was what it was in. It might have been with this vintage lace I'm going to show you. Anywhoosies, I opened it up. No, it is for you to put around your neck. And then you've got your pin cushion and your little scissors. Oops. Mo has scissors like this that she uses all the time. These would be great if you were flying and you were working on like a slow stitch project, just to have to throw around your neck. So I thought that was super cute. So right now I'm just going to hang this in my craft room with my aprons, my vintage aprons, and look at it. But I might use it for sure. I did get some a bag of vintage. Of course, you know, the ladies all wanted the new stuff. But there's some, this is really interesting. It's not really rickrack. It's like gold and pink. And then there's some baby yellow rickrack, and then some more of this, but in white. And more, and then this is in pink and white. And then there was this roll. I thought this was really pretty too. Just a little bit of that. So that was in there. Oh, this was in here. That was kind of fun to get all of that. And it wasn't expensive. And then this is not tatting. But how did I get so stuff all over me? But it looks kind of like tatting. This one is just an orange, and it's really super soft. So I got that one. And these I'll just put in my lace. Right underneath me, I have a lace bin with just like small amounts of lace. Some of these, actually, I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. Because I'll show you what I got. We'll keep them real handy because we'll put them there. There's a little bit of pom-pom trim. Just a little. And then finally, there was this that I'm in absolute love with. It reminds me of little sailor dresses, and it's definitely vintage. But isn't that pretty? This one has a little bit of staining on it, which I'm cool with. So awesome. So that was what was in that bag. I love that. All right, we'll leave this here for a second. And then not my very favorite thing. When I went back the second time, let's move these over just a minute. And we'll move this over because I'm going to need room to show you this next gigantuous thing in a few seconds. I got all of these. This was in with the, now maybe you've seen this before. I have not. It was in with the gift wrap and that kind of thing. So here is, it is called Bedford Bendable Ribbon. And these were the, like, there were 5 of these that had these on them. The rest were all new in the package, and I took them out of the package. But the other 2 broke. But I thought, well, we could probably do something with those. I'm sure of it, right? So anyway, this is the iridescent one. But look at, I mean, you can bend it. We could make flowers with it. The possibilities are endless. Isn't that cool? Have you guys ever seen this? I just have not. So I could not leave it behind. Now, I only picked up, well, I picked up 1 of each color, except, of course, of the orange, and then of this iridescent one, because I was like, well, but these are all the colors they had. And they did have some that were wider. I didn't pick those up. But I thought these were super different. I might even use them on a package. One never knows. What would you guys do with those? Do tell. And then, you know, the things that almost bring you to tears. I'm telling you. So there was something that was drawing me to go after I had gone to the other day. Besides trying to look for more of those hats, something was just telling me I needed to go to this thrift store. And, do you know what I mean? Something just says your car just needs to go there. And these are the kind of things that bring me to my knees and almost make me weep. Like, I was so giddy with excitement. Now, I have been so lucky to be able to find at least 3 or 4 bags of this vintage ribbon in addition to this one. I mean, I found a lot in the last probably year. And I was just tickled. So there's this mustard with brown and orange. And it, you know, it's a little more stiff. You can't beat this stuff. It's just so awesome. And there, it's great to make ruffles with, to use on pockets. That's not, there we go. And then there's this one that's kind of the calico as well. There's this 1991. Oh, that's, no, that doesn't say 1991. Does it say one of these? This was, oh, originally they must have had this in, they must have just had it by itself for $1. And then I think I paid $5 for everything that was in there. Some of these, I swore had a date on them, but maybe I was seeing things. This was from Ben Franklin. This one has little hearts on it. This one's never been opened, and it is a big ribbons fit to be tied. 25 yards of butterflies. Well, guess what? You guys are probably going to see this come into the sales. This is, well, it's polka dot. It's not Swiss dot. There's not a lot there. This one hasn't been opened. This is called La Strada. Look at that little girl. Cute. Made in the USA. This little calico. Cute. And then this one's kind of different. There's not a lot on here either. But it is pansy or violets. Pansies? No, pansies. Cute, huh? So that was my haul. And then, oh, I wanted to show you what I did and what we can do with these. I just stick my head under there. Some time ago, my mom gave me, can you see this? Let's see. Okay. This is a metal tin. It looks like somebody soldered this together. Maybe it had broke at one point. I really don't. She might have known what it was and I didn't ask her. But it's like a loaf pan. Like you'd bake 4 things of bread in it. And it's heavy. And I had it sitting in the garage for some time because I was like, I want to do something with it. She suggested making like an assemblage, you know, and put on a wall, which would have been super cute. And that was the route I was going until I didn't. And I was like, you know what? I have all of these little individual, like I have, when I'm doing a project, I'll put, you know, all my little ribbons and fabrics. And then I have these, I had one bin that just kind of always had like little random things that I would just grab. Or if I had one thing left that I didn't want to put dig everything out and put it away, I would just stick it in there. And so I decided it would be better if I just had this just butted up right back here. And if so far it's worked, I think that when I'm crafting and I'm not on camera, I would probably, you know, move it either to my side or a ways away just so I had more room here. But it's not really in the way. So my thought is, just so that I use this stuff, don't forget I probably don't have enough room. We'll put this with our lace and trims for now. I mean, I can always put it away. I'll put the pom-pom with my pom-pom trim, but like those can all go in there. We'll put this somewhere else and that can go there too. So we got a few extra little pieces. I also have this yarn up here because I've been using it quite a bit. So I just keep that like front and center and it's all one thing. So if I wanted to take something upstairs, this would be perfect. I don't have to have 4 little bins. I have 1. And yeah, like it starts right at the tip of my fingernails. So I still have all of this room. And if I needed more, I could just move it out of the way. So yeah, friends, that is what I found at the thrift store for all of my haberdashery. I hope you enjoyed that. And tell me what your favorite was and give me your advice. What would you do with some of this stuff? I mean, we got choices. We got things we can do. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, some new things I've never worked with. So if you have, I would love to hear how you have used them. Until next time, remember to take care of yourselves and to take time to just be. And we will talk to you soon. Cheers.